On this Byron Lazine podcast, I have Pavel Stepanov, the CEO of Virtudesk. His story is fascinating, how he built this company to over 1,000 VAs. We talk about if you've never hired a VA, what you need to know right now and how you can do it to elevate your business. Enjoy the pod. Pavel, pretty cool opportunity to get to chat with you. You've built an amazing company, which we're going to talk about a little bit later, one that's definitely helped me in my business. But let's start from your story, because you're an interesting guy. I mean, the company's huge, and I want to hear your whole story, how you did it all.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. Again, there's no secret, basically, as usually I like to say. Having good team and good people working with you is basically this whole secret,
Mm-hmm. But tell me the story of you personally before you started building a business. You immigrated over, and let's start.
Well, I immigrated to the United States in 1997.
Okay.
From Siberia.
Let's start there.
Yeah, from Siberia. So, came to California and went to school and tried to get myself established somehow and. Established as far as immigrant, when an immigrant comes in pretty much with nothing, that's what you can actually do to grow or to become an American. Because again, back in the days when I was a kid growing up in Siberia and Russia, I was actually thinking, okay, I want to go to America because America is the land of opportunities. And back in the early 90s in Russia, life was pretty tough. So America was that unicorn dream where you want to go, because if you want to, achieve anything, if you want to succeed, and back then that's what we believed. If you work hard enough, you're gonna get your unicorn. So that was the whole idea coming to the United States back then.
That story of the American dream, did everybody share that belief where you grew up, or did some people have that belief that you did, where I want to go to America and fulfill that dream, and then other people were just like, no, not for me? A
lot of people just not for me, obviously. Yeah. A lot of people are scared again. And I think when you look at the immigrants who actually make it to the United States, you see a lot of immigrants succeed and become successful entrepreneurs or business people all over, probably because of one of the reasons, because again, the type of mindset actually takes to come to the United States on your own and to assimilate, become an American. That takes certain, not only skills, but certain mindset, I think.
Were you underwhelmed with the American dream when you got here, or was it everything that you had thought it would be?
Of course not, man. That was really tough, of course, and there were some disappointments, of course, and it was really tough to assimilate at first, try to make friends with people, which actually I'm thankful, because again, people in the U.S. generally are very friendly and very welcoming. Doesn't matter where you go. That was actually a big boost to actually do something. I didn't want to go back, because going back was not an option. So either
you do it, you do it.
Yeah, you do it, you do it. You either just do it and get it done.
And so then when did you start getting into real estate? What was the first, and why real estate?
I got into real estate by accident.
Yeah.
And here's my story, man. I went to law school. I graduated law school.
Wow.
Yeah. And
that's hard too.
Yeah. I want to become a lawyer. So I figured I want to become a lawyer, and
I can't do that.
Yeah. So I graduated law school. I sat for the bar, was waiting for the bar results, and I started working for a real estate attorney who was doing back then the loan modifications for distressed properties.
Okay, so it's maybe 08 or something?
Well, I don't know what 08, but basically
But that time frame.
Yeah, 08, 09. Yeah, exactly. So we started, I was working on those files, and whenever loan mod didn't go through, the servicer was offering us to do a short sale, and we used to have an agent around who we referred all those short sales to.
Yeah, cleaning up.
Yeah, exactly. One day that agent went on vacation, and we had an offer to do a short sale. So I figured, well, since agent is on vacation, I might as well, go take my real estate license, since I didn't have to study, since I already have a law degree. And I got my real estate license. And
you didn't have to do the classes.
Exactly.
You could just go take tests. That's
yes,
right.
Exactly.
8 years, you can just go take the test.
Yes. So I went and took a test, and figured like, okay, where am I going to hang my license? So I hung a license with some 100% office, 100% commission office. Didn't see the broker, didn't see the office, nothing. Just they signed me up, and I bring them like 3-4 listings, a short sale. So I did. I was basically working a real estate thing out of the law office.
You were the REO guy.
Yeah, I was doing that thing, the short sales. And we had the negotiation already lined up. So, and the funny thing, I call back that servicer, I say, listen, we got an agent who's going to list it. He's like, great. I said, who's this? I said, me. He's like, okay, good. I said, what do I do now?
You didn't know?
No. He's like, bring me an offer. We got it. So that's it.
How many years did you actually do sales as an agent?
Well, that basically when I started, and I did that for about like 3-4 years, and then I opened my own brokerage, But back then, since I was handling a lot of the short sales and distressed properties, I had no idea about like retail sales. Like we actually go to a listing appointment, listing presentation, and people can actually tell you no.
Yeah.
I was like, really? People say no? I mean, what am I doing here? Why am I even here?
Why am I at your house?
Why am I at your house? You got to sign this thing. I don't have all day.
A bottle of wine? What am I doing?
Yeah,
here?
I don't have a whole day to waste.
Yeah.
But I think that kind of an attitude probably helped a long way because again, you don't have that fear and you just go there and and do it. And then when the short sales kind of like dried up. Oh, but by the way, when I was doing that, I got the bar results. I passed. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna practice law. I have a student loan to pay back, so I'm gonna stick to that gig for a while.
I'm gonna make some money.
Exactly. I needed to pay back the student loan debt, and I had family to feed, so I figured I'll do that thing, and then we'll see what happens. And when the short sales kind of like dried up, I decided to do retail, like basically taking listings, showing homes to people, actually doing some real estate work, for a change. And that's when I got my first virtual assistant. She was prospecting for me to get me into the doors for FSBOs and expireds. Because again, I signed up for Tom Ferry coaching, and my coach told me, okay, how you were running your business. So I told him, he's like, well, you're gonna do this. I said, okay. Yeah. It's like, what I do? He's like, follow the script, and go sign them up. All right, cool. So I didn't want to make phone calls. I got the girl in the Philippines. She was doing phone calls for me and got me in the doors. That was like my first experience with a virtual assistant. She got me in the doors and
it worked.
It worked. Yeah, I was basically there with people with the same attitude. Okay, I'm here to to sign a contract with you.
Yeah. Do you still have that brokerage, or did you sell it?
No, I actually I dissolved the brokerage because all the agents they went to EXP.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm basically part of EXP right now.
I got you.
Yeah, without even practicing. I mean,
you're not practicing, but you wanted to take care of them, and
exactly.
So that was.
So my license is still active, but I don't do any real estate work. Yeah.
And so now so when did you go all in on Virtudesk and building out the company?
Well, the Virtudesk, we opened it in December of 2016, so almost like a little bit over 5 years ago.
Yeah, over 5 years. 6 years ago.
Yeah, and I was still doing real estate, the brokerage, So Virtudesk started like as a side hustle kind of a thing because again, I had the brokerage with agents, and agents wanted to also get virtual assistants. So we're helping them get virtual assistants. So once and I figured out, okay, listen, if we're helping agents in my brokerage get virtual assistants, we can do the same business model and help people all over the country do the same thing.
How did you start to? I mean, I'm really impressed. I've worked with virtual assistants a lot throughout my career, and I'm really impressed with the Virtudesk VAs that we're fortunate enough to be able to hire. How did you go and create the relationships in the Philippines to be able to find so many talented people?
Well, I used to go to a lot, like literally, it was going there like
what's that look like?
Three, 4 times a year.
Or?
Well, networking, actually meeting people, and again, doing business in the Philippines is a little bit tricky because you gotta have a corporation there. You gotta know people.
You're incorporated there?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you run that kind of a company where employees will get like health benefits, retirement benefits, you got to be a corporation there.
Yeah.
So we started out again when I went to the Philippines and met people, talked to people, interviewed them, and started creating the team. And then after that, it wasn't that hard because again, once you build that core of people who work for you, it becomes easier because that core, it's like bones, and anybody else comes out, it basically meat that grows on those bones.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to have first picking up people who are going to be your core people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've got the core, you've got the team,
Mm-hmm.
you can build it from there. And
I could build it from there.
And
exactly.
Your team knows what they're looking for because you keep acquiring great talent. And I think if you've never used a virtual assistant before, and you're listening to this, definitely leave a comment if you've never used a VA. But you might be surprised how highly educated these folks are, right? I mean, so
Mm-hmm.
many of them have a college degree. So many of them have a real passion and a purpose for the work that they're doing every single day. And it's people think of like VA as this it's like this thing up in the space. No, this is somebody who's grinding it out, 40 hours or more a week for you in the business. They're part of the team.
And for them, that's a career, actually.
Absolutely.
That's a career, and they treat it as a career. They work from home, and that's a really big benefit for the people in the Philippines because, again, commuting is the major hustle there. Traffic is horrible, especially in Metro Manila. That's just bad. And when they offered an opportunity to work from home, this is, for them, is like really amazing thing.
We think gas prices are high, but I think it's like double.
It's just not even about the gas prices there, but
it's just hard to do.
It's just hard to do it, and the commute sometimes takes like 3-4 hours one way to commute, because again, traffic, the infrastructure is not as developed as here, and it just.
And there's agents that complain about a 45-minute listing. Yeah. So we've got it lucky.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got it really lucky.
Of course. So for people that you eliminate that time from the commute, for them it's a blessing.
Yeah.
And especially when the COVID pandemic happened, that's where we experienced real growth because, again, we were already set up to work from home. And people who were working at the major call centers, the call centers got shut down because of the pandemic. The Philippines had really bad lockdowns during COVID.
Oh, yeah. They lasted a long time, and they were...
really strict.
You think you were oppressed here? You have no idea.
Those were military enforced.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, I was talking to some of our VAs and hearing, we've got one day where we go and get groceries, or one person
you gotta have a pass
from the household had a pass. So basically, if you weren't on grocery duty from your household, from your family, you were just home forever.
Stuck.
Like basically, you spent a year at home.
Exactly.
I mean. Really never was there a time where we were locked down.
We were never oppressed. Let's put it this way.
Yeah, we had flexibility to go basically anywhere we wanted.
Yeah. And during the COVID thing, that's where basically the lockdowns, we took an opportunity to actually hire more talent because a lot of them got let go from those major call centers.
So you went from how many VAs on the team to how many during that time?
Well, I think we went from where we had about 150 to where we have close to 1,000 right now.
Yeah.
We've grown 454% during that time. Because, again, we were able to scoop up really good talent.
You were able to provide a better opportunity, a better job for a lot of people.
Exactly. And that's where we developed good training systems. So we hired trainers who actually, know what they're doing. We have trainers also in the Philippines and in the United States in our office in Seattle. So
Sarah's in the office in
Seattle.
Yeah,
exactly.
How many people are there?
We have I think about 6-7 people. Yeah.
Hit the thumbs up if you've seen Sarah on the Virtudesk IG. She's putting out incredible content for the brand. So hit
she's
the
a marketing
manager.
This. She's got about 20 people working for her in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and she has a crew. She rolls with a crew every
time. Of course she does.
On a Zoom with her.
Yeah. She's got a crew. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So again.
How many people total in Seattle though?
I think we just lost a few people. One person we let go, the other one left. So I think we total about 6-7. And because we have some salespeople also outside of Seattle. You know?
Now, Virtudesk has events, and do you ever have some of the VAs come to the event?
We're actually planning on doing that.
Yeah.
Again,
Haven't done it yet.
Haven't done it yet because, again, the visa thing is hard. It's very hard for them to get the visa. So, I mean, obviously, we'll sponsor them for the visa, but it all depends on the U.S. government, how they...
If you have a VA, is there anything you can do to help make that VA to the event?
Of course.
Make that happen?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course it's doable. Yeah, we can basically, provide the recommendation. We can guarantee that this person will go back. We can guarantee, where this person will stay. Again, it's basically you're at the mercy of the U.S. government in Manila if they're willing to issue the visa.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, just like this. I mean, I've gotten to chat with Sarah a bunch and you a little bit virtually, but getting to actually meet in person is a much better experience.
Of course.
It strengthens the relationship. And, that's why everybody's here in Dallas.
Exactly.
Everybody's, here for that connectivity. And I think same thing with, I've had some VAs that have worked for me for 5 years, and I've never met them, and I'd love to meet them all.
And you haven't taken a trip?
Yeah. How about this? Next time you go over, let me tag along. I'll come to Seattle. We'll go to the Philippines together.
Let's do it. We're planning a trip beginning of December.
Okay, let's do that.
You're
Bobby?
down?
A little content trip.
That's it.
We're going to the Philippines.
Let's go. We're actually chartering a flight from Manila to Bohol to the islands. Whole crew's going to go there, about 180 people. They're actually the best VA that we picked. Going to go to stay with us at the resort, 3-day resort. So tag along, bro.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
We'll set it up.
I think that'd be so cool.
That's a vlog for sure.
Oh, that's a big time vlog.
Chartering plane, dude. Chartering flight.
So what's the biggest misconception about hiring a virtual assistant?
People think that's a plug and play model. It's not. Yeah. Also, people think that virtual assistant will get them business. No, you get business, not virtual assistant. It's an assistant from the verb assist.
Yes.
They're going to help you. They're not going to be your rainmaker. You are going to be your own rainmaker.
That's right.
They can help you. They can assist along the way. But again, they're not going to provide you with the business.
They're going to take the activities that are not income producing activities. That's where you should
so
be
you could focus
income
on
producing, and they're going to take the rest of those activities off the plate. If you, as the operator, are willing to let go and actually give them the opportunity to take those things off your plate. Because what happens with a lot of people is they end up getting an assistant and they don't want to let go of filling in literally these contracts we get from attorneys are anybody can fill them in. The buyers could fill them in themselves. And they don't want to let that go. Well, I make these contracts better than anybody. I put the e-signature in there better than anybody. And it's part of just a little bit of a fear of letting go. And there's agents listening right now, hit the thumbs up button if you've been in this situation where you're like, I know I need to let go that. And for whatever reason, I'm not loosening the grip on it, right?
I think also part of it is for a lot of agents, being a real estate agent is actually a second career. They come from either corporate world or from 9 to 5 where they used to actually do certain tasks and believing they're getting paid for that. So some of them are not really wearing the business owner's hat mentally. And that's where a lot of it comes in, because when you hire an assistant, it doesn't matter whether it's a virtual assistant or it's in-house, you basically have to wear the business owner's hat. Not the person who's actually doing things.
That's right.
So that's, for a lot of people, it's hard to, adjust to. Once you do it, it's a different story.
And I'd argue whether you're a broker, a team leader, a team agent, a solo agent, I don't care which one of those you identify as, you should be wearing that business hat that you just described.
Exactly. You're basically CEO of your own business. CEO takes executive decisions, makes strategic plans for your company, how the company grows.
And the CEO is the best salesperson.
Exactly.
You're probably the best salesperson in the company.
I don't know.
Sarah, would you agree? Sarah's saying yes. All right.
So probably, yeah. But again, I'm not doing sales for my company. We have a sales team. We have a director of sales. And the sales team who are actually working.
But you are and you're not. Meaning you're not making those sales calls, but if somebody's going to say, hey, I'm hiring 20 VAs at one
we'll handle
shot.
it. Yeah.
You may get on that call with
Exactly.
them, and
Yeah.
I'm certain, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Or somebody may
Yeah.
be watching this pod right now,
Mhm.
being like, man, I connect with Pavel. His story's unbelievable. Like, that's just convinced me. This conversation's convinced me to go and hire my first virtual assistant,
Mhm.
which you can do with the link down below, by the
Yeah.
way. And it might have been what pushes them over, right?
Yeah,
if
that's true.
People
Yeah.
are thinking about it. Anybody right now that's in their business that doesn't have an infrastructure is thinking about what that first hire should be.
Mhm.
And I've always argued it should be someone to take that, transaction coordination off your plate, right? Like that,
Well, that's number one.
I know
Yeah.
you did it with an ISA. 'Cause
Yeah.
we chatted about it
Mhm.
on the webinar with
Mhm.
Tristan. I think it's the transaction coordination because there's so much. I would argue that I'd like to see agents stay in lead generation mode a little bit longer. Get rid of, if you're an attorney state, pushing paperwork to an attorney
Or escrow, yeah.
having a calendar, super organized for all of the dates for the lenders, the mortgage commitment, all of these things.
That's admin work, yeah.
That can all be done for you. Those are not income producing activities. Those are important check boxes.
And they take a lot of time. They basically really take a lot of time, those things.
Yeah. I mean, in the comments,
Yeah.
is that 2,
Yeah.
3, 4 hours of your day when you have
Yeah.
7 pending deals, when you
Mhm.
have 5 pending deals? Of course it is. And
Yeah.
you're just checking boxes. That work can be outsourced so that you can continue to lead generate, maybe up the price point of your lead generation. That's how
Mhm.
we make more money as an agent,
Exactly.
right? Like,
Yeah.
if you're selling $500,000 homes, how can I sell $750,000 homes?
Or $1 million
You just gave
homes,
yourself
yeah.
a raise, or $1 million
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
And you could spend your time, energy there as opposed to checking the box on a loan commitment.
That's correct. That's correct. And I cannot agree more. That, again, that's one of those misconceptions people think. Again, they think of a VA as a liability instead of an asset. People need to realize that and that's kind of a fear I see that people have when they hire. It doesn't matter whether they hire a VA or hire in-house. It's like, how am I going to able to afford that? How am I able to carry it on? You're basically thinking that, oh, listen, now I'm going to have to work twice as much to actually make the money to feed my assistant. No, it doesn't. It's not the way it's going to be. You need to hire up for what's going to be happening to you. How you're going to be growing.
And you find out very quickly when you decide to go the other way and you hire, instead of maybe a VA, you hire a W-2 employee. And
Yeah.
then said W-2 employee in 5 months decides that they're moving on, or maybe it just wasn't the right fit. And then you're going to pay unemployment for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
Or, by the way, there's benefits. Or, by the way, there's taxes. My VAs are on my Amex card. I'm picking up points.
Exactly.
And I don't
Yeah.
have the responsibility of being the employer. And there's a lot of state, regulations that
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to, and federal
Oh, yeah.
regulations when you decide to employ people as W-2s. I love, that's the best feeling in the world, paying payroll on the
Mhm.
Amex
Oh,
and
yeah.
getting the points.
Exactly. Yeah, you're getting the points. You get a tax write-off.
That's right.
You get a tax write-off on this, and absolutely, because if you hire on somebody W-2, people don't realize. They think, oh, I can hire for somebody for W-2. But do you realize there's also, like, let's say you're gonna pay $20 an hour, okay? Not many agents realize that they still have to pay the payroll tax on top of that.
Yep.
So that comes up already like to close to 25,
Health
30
insurance.
bucks. Health insurance, 401k, you have to do matching, lots of type of benefits. And again, if this person doesn't work out, you let this person go, you're on the hook for unemployment.
Yes.
So
It is, listen, everything's a risk.
yeah,
And I would argue your risk is a lot less when you're looking at scaling with a VA.
Mhm.
I mean, you can hire more. You can hire quickly. And the interview process, you guys have, Sarah, how many people are in the interview process? Like, how many people are helping coach the, if you're an agent and you're going to hire a VA, you guys have a whole staff of people coaching them up.
Yeah, we do have a staff. They basically, the way it works, the client interview, let's say you sign up, you're going to be scheduled to speak with the VA. There's going to be an account manager present. There'll also be a placement officer present who will give you a recommendation. Okay, say, Byron, this is your business, and looks like this person would be a good fit for you. So why don't you talk to this person, because they know who they are. because they went through training those people. They know more intimately those people, so they have a better idea who to recommend.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just get overwhelmed.
Their strengths, it might, because the recommendation is really based off of your business needs. So it's like, here's the 5 candidates, and these 2 here kind of match up what you're looking for based off of their experience, based off of the training they've received, and based off of my interactions with them. The other thing I like about it is, if you haven't really ever hired anybody, Virtudesk will just help you with what questions to ask as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like the whole interview process. And I'm actually going to be doing a video here in a little bit on the BAM channel where I'm going to share all of the interview questions that I ask and the whole way that I do it. But if you've never done it before, your staff helps that process, helps the whole thing. So all you literally have to do is show up and figure out who you're hiring.
Yeah, we make it as seamless process as possible for the agent to hire an assistant. Because again, let's say you can go hire somebody directly, which is perfectly fine. The thing is, when you hire directly, you're gonna be bombarded with different resumes. You have no idea who these people are. Yeah. They're not vetted. You have to do the vetting yourself. Good luck doing it in the Philippines, because again, it's hard to verify references.
You've got to figure out how to do that payroll.
Yeah,
that's the thing. You guys have figured that out. It's like swipe the card.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Again, and we do also a background check with those people who we hire, because we don't just pick them off the street. We want to make sure those people are vetted. They're not going to be stealing your information.
That's right.
They're not going to be mooching you for money. Yeah. They're not going to be basically they're going to be good people that we hire.
Yeah, if you have any of those fears, which I never did coming in, but if you did have those fears, I guess some people probably do, you don't have to worry about that.
You don't have to worry. And we have a cyber insurance, obviously. We're a U.S. company, so God forbid anything happens, obviously we have insurance to cover the loss, so we're good there. Never had to use it.
And you got to be just a smart business operator. You wouldn't hire, nobody would hire somebody in the States and then, give that person access to 100% of your bank accounts, right? Like even my operator, she's got access to the accounts, but my CPA has certain, it balances each other out, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's got certain access that she doesn't have, and she has certain access that he doesn't have, and I obviously have the full access, right? So I'm like,
that's what I have, the same thing.
Link.
Yeah, with my bookkeeper, yeah. She only has certain access to what she can do. She needs to know enough to do the books, yeah.
And she doesn't want full access anyways, right?
No,
she just wants what she's got to do to get her job done.
Exactly, yeah.
So what's next for Virtudesk? You guys have had all this, success scaling up, getting extremely good talent. What's the next big step?
Well, it's probably kind of been going on in the works. We've developed some of the technology as well for VAs, like Timely software that you can track your VA status when they log in, log out, when they go on idle.
There's a lot of call centers that do that. Yeah. Different companies that do that.
So we've developed our own thing in house. Also, we've developed.
Is that a big concern for folks?
It is, because again, it's more of like a time tracker.
Yeah.
A time tracker. When a VA logs in, logs out, we're able to automate the billing. We also, you can see the screenshots of your VA, what this person is doing. Same as we can see the screenshots. If there's any concern ever arises, we can just log in quickly and see what's going on, what was happening. If somebody says, "Oh, my VA wasn't working during this time," I said, "Okay, let's take a look." So we can see,
Wow, I must be a very trusting. I've never had any of these, but you know what? I'm an active participant in the business. Yeah. So when and this would be advice I would give anybody who's considering hiring a VA, be an active participant, and you won't be worried about, is this person working or not? Yeah. If you're actively participating in the process, you'll know.
You'll know, exactly, yeah. But again, not many agents are. So again, we have to provide that thing for them to extra accountability.
So you're offering the tech so that they have that layer of comfort and
accountability.
They can track it and really feel good about accountability. What else is
well, we have developed a VoIP dialer for the clients that use Virtudesk. Since VA's in the Philippines, sometimes they don't have RingCentral or Skype, or they don't want to get up Skype. We just provide them complimentary our own VoIP dialer. based off of which we right now actually transition it to a virtual call center. So right now, companies, not real estate companies, come and hire us for a call center capability to like answering service or to handle customer service. We're doing that.
And I can vouch for the process being seamless.
Yeah.
So one of our VAs called me the other day, and my phone number, we had dirty data in the CRM, so my phone number was on some other name.
Do not call list.
No, it was on like somebody else's name. Like my phone number was just on whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like a female's name or something too. So anyways, VA calls me, local number, crystal clear communication. It actually made me feel good. I'm like, wow, this is a great experience.
Yeah.
This call. And, because some people are worried about that, like maybe being some weird number coming in or sounding weird or something. No,
it's going to be
perfect.
like a landline, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And it was local.
Yeah.
It comes because especially if you were doing your, CRM the right way.
Of course.
You should have a local number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's basically in the works right now. And we're, again, getting into other industries, not only real estate.
What's the next industry?
Well, we getting into the healthcare right now.
Okay, so totally. I was thinking you're going to go mortgage, but you're going totally different direction.
Yeah.
How's that?
Well, we're starting to tap into that right now. Mm-hmm. So maybe next time I'll report to you how it's going.
For like a private office or
no healthcare for the doctors, for the telehealth. Telehealth is a big thing right now.
Like Amazon's hiring a whole bunch of remote nurses.
And Philippines are known for good nurses.
Okay.
If you know,
So, okay, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so we're trying to get there.
Because there was a lot of time. I mean, how often have you gone to the doctor where you're like, I already know what I need, but now I got to go schedule this appointment, and to be able to do that online.
Yeah.
For those things that you just know, like what it is. I know it's a sinus infection, right?
Yeah, and again, I know it's COVID or something. Yeah. Yeah, but again, I mean, a lot of people just don't want to drive to the doctor's office, don't want to schedule an appointment. They just go to the telehealth, make an appointment online, see the doctor, see the nurse on like a Zoom or whatever they have, the type of app. So we dabbing into that. I'll keep that quiet for now, but next time I'll let you know how it goes.
Any mortgage professionals?
We have clients who are actually hire VAs from the mortgage industry. Yeah.
Yeah, I would
mortgage insurance. Yeah.
Yeah, I would think that's a good.
Lawyers also. Yeah.
Yeah, and you've got the law degree, so you can.
They're not hiring me, but
You're the best lawyer I've ever met, Pavel. I like your style, entrepreneur. Not often could I say that about an attorney. All right, let's wrap this thing up. What's a big takeaway you want every agent listening to have as it relates to a virtual assistant? What would be the one thing they should walk away from this pod with today?
Virtual assistant is a real person with real feelings, with real emotions.
Yeah, I love you said that.
And it's not a robot. It's not a robot. Treat this person as a human being. Treat respectively, and you'll get the benefits of that. Yeah.
That is a beautiful way to end it. I couldn't agree with you more. Treat them just like the agent or the employee that's in the office with you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
This is a good pod. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
Check out Virtudesk in the link.